Okay, so this filter I've been using since June of 2017, and it's not the clearly filtered filter. It's the Seychelle filter, and I noticed it was running really slow because I've been using it almost 14 months now, or 14 months now. So it started running slow about 3 months ago, and then I rinsed it out, and then it started flowing a little faster, and then I noticed, well anyway, I decided to rinse it again, because I can't remember where I read that. I think I read it on one of the websites, the Clearly Filtered website. It said you can kind of clean it, or like filter water through it really fast and clean it up again. And so apparently once you rinse it really good, it gets rid of the chemicals, and then you can put it back in there, and then it acts like it's new again. Cause see, watch, this filled up in a matter of like 5 minutes, that much water. But watch, I'll need to taste it, make sure it doesn't taste like chlorine. Oh, wait a minute, I really don't want to waste this water right now, but, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no wonder there's no water in there. Okay, hold on. I'll make sure it doesn't smell like chlorine. It's running. See, look how fast. It's running like brand new now. But I'll taste it here in a minute, make sure it doesn't taste like chlorine. But it hasn't been at all, and I've been using it for 14 months now, going on 15 months. And this is a Seychelle, and it's compatible with this clearly filtered, but you can't trust the generation, whatever that generation is, the one that they have now, which I think is Generation 2. The Generation 2, it's dumping a lot of chlorine back in the water and probably other chemicals, so you can't trust that one. And because I bought one for my mom, and I noticed that it still smelled highly of chlorine, and people on the internet, on Amazon, they actually, said the same thing, and they had it tested, and it had major chlorine in the water, so they're jacking them up, making them dump extra chemicals back into the water. So I don't trust any of them anymore. So that's why I keep using the Seychelle, because I know this one I can trust. But see how fast? All I did was rinse it out real good, and it's running really fast now. See how fast it's running? And yeah, it doesn't taste like chlorine or anything. I mean, I don't know if it's getting much of anything else out, but it doesn't taste like chlorine. It tastes very clean, not like chlorine or anything. So apparently you can kind of rinse them. If they start running really slow, you can rinse them really good, again, through the faucet. And then it'll start running really fast again. Well, but I just rinsed it a few months ago, and it still didn't really run this fast. I guess I didn't rinse it good enough. And then I just rinsed it really good a second ago, and it's running really fast now. But like I said, I'll taste it here in a minute. Make sure it doesn't taste like chlorine or anything. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what water I want to buy after this thing, becomes totally useless. But I tried to buy the Seychelle filter a couple months ago. No, not the Seychelle, it was the Aquagear. And I noticed it was dumping some kind of chemicals back in the water, because all I did was drink a little taste of it, and it made me real dizzy. See, it's still filtering really fast. Like I say, this is the Seychelle filter from 14 months ago. But you can't trust the Seychelle filter today either, the one that you buy today, because I asked them if it still had the little mesh thing on the bottom. This is supposed to be the radiological filter. It has a little mesh thing on the bottom with some, I don't know what it is inside, some kind of filter material or something. And I asked them if they still had the little mesh on the bottom with the little filter material inside. And they're like, no, it's not there anymore. And I'm like, well, doesn't it serve a purpose? You know, and they never really answered that question. They just act like, oh, it still filters everything. But yeah, the one 14 months ago, the Seychelle one, if you look on the bottom, it has a little bit of mesh and some kind of filter material inside. Some white little volleyballs. And now they said that they designed them without the mesh thing on the bottom. So I don't really trust buying it. Or the Aquagear. Like I said, I had to take that one back because it was adulterating the water really bad. And so was the generation, clearly filtered generation 2. The one that was designed like this was fine. The one from years ago, that one was fine. But now they're like rounded and they don't work at all. They must be making them in like freaking India or China. But anyway, it's just the same Nazis creating all of these. And they're creating them now to dump major chemicals back into the water. So I don't trust any one of those mofos. So like I say, that's why I keep using this one from 14 months ago, because I know I can still trust it. See, it's already filled up really fast. Let me smell in here. Also, those other bad filters, you can smell inside here and it'll smell like major chlorine because it's doing some kind of chemical reaction in the filtering material. See this? I don't smell any strong chlorine smell. But like I say, this is the Seychelle filter from 14 months ago, from 2017 of June. I'll taste it here in a minute, make sure it tastes good still. Yeah, so I don't know if I really trust any of them anymore, so trying to figure out what water I want to buy. Maybe some spring water. But yeah, I don't trust these filters, Aquagear or clearly filtered or Seychelle anymore. See if you can find some other one that's not clearly filtered, Seychelle or Aquagear. Because now they've jacked with them and they adulterated them to dump chemicals back into the water. And I don't know if I trust reverse osmosis either. That system or any other system. So I would think probably just to drink spring water. You know, buy good quality spring water. But yeah, I wouldn't trust any of these. Like I say, this is the not clearly filtered, the Seychelle filter from 14 months ago. Thanks for listening.